These people don't like you. They want to use you for their entertainment. That's why you stay away from them. You see, there are some people, when they are jealous and envious of other people, they will deliberately be friends with individuals who they do not like, but they want to use for their entertainment. Somebody who is miserable, bitter, jealous, or envious, when they use individuals for their entertainment, they want to know all the personal details of your life. Not because they care about you, but because they want to use it as a form of entertainment. People who do not have anything going on in their own lives, a lot of time they want to know everything about you. And in of itself, knowing things about someone is not bad, but you can tell you're dealing with a jealous, envious, miserable person when they want to know everything about you and rarely tell you anything about themselves. And the things that you do tell them, they use against you. So these people only want to use you for their entertainment. They don't like you. They just want to know all the details about you. Women are good for this kind of thing. When women are jealous and envious of other women, sometimes they want to know things about you so they can mock it. And a lot of times it'll be the most insecure, messy, low self-esteem having women who want to use other women as their entertainment. I'm going to say it exactly how it is. Sometimes the most unkept women are the biggest haters. Those who do not take care of themselves, those who do not take care of their looks, they don't take care of their beauty, they don't take care of their clothing. I recently saw a video of a young lady attempting to bully another woman. She had on shorts where you could see everything hanging out. She had on a bonnet and she had on some crusty flip-flops. That's like the uniform for a hater. And I'm not saying everyone who shows up that way is jealous and envious, but I'm saying that to make the point. You will never be hated on by somebody that looks better than you. You will never be hated on by somebody who's doing better than you. And you will never be hated on by somebody who is presenting better than you. It will always be some kind of troll who wants to put out this negative energy towards you simply because you're not paying them any mind. So these people do not like you. They just want to use you for their entertainment. Another way that people who are jealous and envious show their dislike towards others, but they fake it until they show their true hand, is they pretend to take interest in you. Now, I can hear somebody saying, you shouldn't worry about those kind of things. Like, who cares? Who cares what people think? It's not about caring what people think. It's about understanding and recognizing when you're sitting around jealous, envious, or miserable people and not subjecting yourself to them. It's recognizing when you have a real friend, a real companion, and not somebody who's just being fake with you and then using you for their gossip and their entertainment. So sometimes when women are jealous and envious of other women, and I have experienced this, okay? I'll be transparent with you. In my earlier days, in my early 20s, I experienced women acting like they were interested and being friends with me, interested and getting close to me, just so they can mock and make fun of the things that I do. And again, you will not be made fun of or envied, or people won't be jealous of you when you're not doing something that's better than what they're doing. Women who are jealous and envious, sometimes they don't have any logic. They don't have any reason. Some of the things they try to call you out on or target you on are absolutely simple. I had a woman actually try to make it seem as if it was something wrong with me because I wore dresses all the time, because I carried purses all the time. Sometimes when women are jealous and envious or feel some kind of way toward other women, they will attempt to make fun of things that are completely normal. A woman getting dressed up for work, that's not abnormal. A woman dolling herself up because that's her feminine right, that's not abnormal. But to a bitter, jealous, envious, insecure woman, it absolutely is. So you simply being you. And this brings me to the first point. When women attempt to use you as their entertainment because they're jealous and envious of you, they often mock the very things they wish they had that you have. See, the qualities in you is something they admire. And instead of admitting that, they have to get jealous and envious of it. They have to throw some kind of hate, some kind of negativity. They have to say something negative or smart towards you because you're doing things or you have things that they wish they had. See, some women, sometimes they will mock other women or attempt to bully them on things that are absolutely normal because they were often raised in environments where they were not taught that being a woman or being womanly is not a negative. Wearing beautiful dresses, focusing on your hair, focusing on your nails, having a sweet spirit, that does not make you weak. That makes you a beautiful feminine woman. And there are some women, because they don't have those characteristics, they get jealous and envious of the women who do. Now, I'm just using looks and beauty as an example, but a lot of times that aura that you put out, women who are jealous and envious and don't present in the same way, instead of working on building up their femininity, working on building up their beauty, working on their looks, their clothing, and what have you, they'll just try to mock the woman who does those kind of things. And I hate to say this, in our community, my community, if you're looking at the screen, a lot of times the more feminine presenting you are, not just in your looks, because a lot of women look feminine or look girly or look well put together, but when your personality matches that of a soft, beautiful, gentle kind of being, it's like those vultures attack. It's something about jealous, envious, miserable women, especially when they are rough around the edges. They will pounce on you as if you've done something wrong by simply showing up, looking and acting womanly. So these people will pretend to be interested in the things that you like simply so they can use you as their entertainment. If you are not into the trends, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trends, but if you're not a follower, and this brings me to the next point, when people show you they don't like you and they're just using you for entertainment, these people don't like you because you are not a follower, but you are a leader. And when I say leader, I don't mean you're out here taking charge over movements. I don't mean you're out here showing yourself to be some kind of woman warrior. I mean that you're a leader in your own life, that you don't do what everybody else does. You do what you want to do. You don't care if the latest fashion trend is a certain thing. If you like something different, you're going to do that. Now, I say this to say, when a woman is secretly jealous and envious of you, she doesn't like you, but she pretends to, so she can use you as her entertainment. She will act like your style, and I'm using this for an example. She will act like your style is so beautiful. She will compliment you, because another telltale sign sometimes that you're dealing with a jealous, envious person, especially other women, they will over compliment you in private and then try to clown you in public. See, jealous, envious women who like to use you as their entertainment, they are the queens of humiliation rituals. They will have you thinking that they vibe with you in private, and the moment they get around a circle of their minions, that's when their true colors start to show. So these people don't like you. They want to use you for their entertainment. And it's important that you know who is who. There are some women, and going back to how they pretend to be interested in you secretly and then want to clown you in front of other people. This is a woman who has not yet found her own confidence. It's the, I have to show people how cool I am by being mean to this woman. Because some women are so bitter, so miserable, so jealous and envious of other women, they don't know how to, in a healthy way, take pride in who they are as women. A little bit of a sidebar, but still on point. If women really understood what a privilege and an honor it is to be a woman and all the things we get to do as women, there would be no room for women to be jealous and envious of other women. They would just simply be focused on their own elevation, on their own level up, on their own beauty. We are inherently feminine. That's our nature. So we get to do things and express ourselves in ways that men really don't or aren't supposed to, put it that way. So if a woman really understood that, instead of seeing a woman show up in all her femininity, her womanliness, her graciousness, and being jealous of that, she would just level up. But I digress. So when women use you as their entertainment because they're jealous and envious of who you are and how you present as a woman, they will over compliment you. Now, I saw someone a while ago, my compliments say like, that over complimenting. And at first I really didn't like connect the dots, but a lot of women have experienced people over complimenting them as if they're trying to overcompensate for their true feelings toward them. Some women who are jealous and envious of other women, because they feel uncomfortable around you, because you're radiating that confidence, you're presenting that thing, that trait, that character, those things that are making them feel insecure, sometimes they will overdo it when it comes to them complimenting you. And I can hear somebody saying it now. It's like you can't win. Compliment a girl, then they say you're a hater. Don't compliment, they say you're a hater. Yeah, I get that. But for some women, when they are attempting to use you for their entertainment, this is where your discernment kicks in to know whether or not they're being sincere. If a woman can compliment you in private and then make fun of you in front of other people or throw a little shade your way, that person is a hater. Those compliments are nothing more than backhanded cover-ups to try to throw you off from the fact that they don't like you. So these people do not like you. They're just using you for their entertainment. And this also goes for people who get a little bit too excited when you have bad news. People who are often very jealous and envious and miserable, and they want to just use you for their gossip, for their entertainment, they get a little too hyped up when you have bad news. See, people who see you as, how can I say it? People who put you on a pedestal. So people who get jealous and envious, a lot of times it's because they put you on a pedestal. They look at you as almost perfect. And when you have bad news, it's like they get this joy and this glee that comes over them from seeing you going through a hard time. When you start recognizing that people are starting to get a little bit too enthusiastic when you have something bad to say, or you're complaining, or something's not going quite right, those people are showing you that they are more amused by being entertained by your bad news than the things that you go through that are positive. So these people don't like you. They just want to use you for their entertainment. I want to sit on that people getting a little bit too happy when you have bad news. It's one thing to be a listening ear and encourage somebody, but there are some people. Have you ever been in conversation? Hold on. Have you ever been in a conversation and you might have mentioned something bad or negative that happened, maybe at work or with a family member or something, and then you try to move on from that topic, but they won't let you? To me, and that's just me personally, that doesn't sit right with me. I don't like when people try to dwell on negativity nonstop. If I've shut down the conversation, especially if I started it, why are we still talking about it? Why are we still talking about that negative thing? I have moved on to what I want to buy, what I want to wear, what I'm going to make for dinner, something more positive. A lot of times you can tell people are using you for their gossip because they want to continue to talk about that negative situation well after you are done talking about it. So these people don't like you. They just want to use you for their entertainment. Now, what about people who may like you, but they're miserable? They might like you, but they only like you when you're miserable. This is my opinion. You can take it or leave it. Do not associate with people who want to use you as their entertainment. Whether they really like you, they somewhat like you, or they don't. A miserable person will make you miserable too. And somebody who likes to just constantly dwell on the bad things in life, that is not really a healthy position to be in. That's not really a healthy place to stay in. This is the reason why as women, we must have discernment. We must have wisdom. We must know and be able to read the people around us. No, you're not walking around psychoanalyzing everybody. No, you're not always looking deeply into issues. Look, you know me, if you've been on this channel, if I pick up on weird vibes and it's just too much, then I'm not sitting there trying to decipher if you like me, if you're trying to do this or trying to do that. I'll just remove my presence. I'll just get away from you. But I say that to say, there are some women, they miss the signs of jealousy and envy in other women, and they will sit right up under their enemy, not realizing that this person does not have their best interest at heart. Look, this person doesn't even care about what you're talking about. See, there are some women, when they're jealous and envious towards you, they're not looking to give you encouragement. And I really feel for the young ladies who seek out their haters unbeknownst to them. They will seek out women who they don't even recognize, but their older, wiser cousin or older, wiser friend or what have you, or coworker, they'll recognize this person is a hater or a jealous, envious person, but that woman doesn't. So she'll continue to tell them all her business. She'll continue to invite them out and give them all the personal details about her relationship and about her finances. I have witnessed in real time women being a listening ear for another woman and then proceeding to talk about everything this woman has told her in private. So these people don't like you. They're just using you for their entertainment. When somebody really likes you and they're not just getting amusement or joy out of hearing bad things about you or seeing you down bad or trying to mock things that are perfectly normal, they're not going to wait for the opportunity to embarrass you in front of other people, and they're not going to make you feel bad for being womanly and being different. And you might hear me keep saying being womanly and being feminine because that's the opposite of what you see today. I'm just going to keep it all the way real with you. The opposite of what you see today is very rough, very rash, very brash, very rugged. And if you're a decent person, nothing wrong with that. But a lot of women, those who are the target of jealous, envious, bitter, miserable women, a lot of times you carry an energy that they do not have. You carry that softness, that class, that decorum, that good old self-discipline and common sense and etiquette. And I'm going to do a whole video about how some women are lacking in etiquette because that's necessary. You have etiquette, and that will make you the target of other women's jealousy and envy. All those things I just mentioned are positive things. But when women don't like you and they want to use you as their entertainment, they will mock the very things that are wonderful. It's nothing to mock at, and yet they think it is. It's very odd. So understanding when somebody's just using you for their entertainment, the older you get, you don't want to be anybody's coffee table talk. You don't want to be the topic of their gossip. You don't want your name constantly in people's mouth if you can help it. Have discernment, have wisdom, and make sure you're not talking to the wrong people. Their body language will give it away every time. Like and subscribe to the channel and share this content. Hit the notification bell so that you're aware when I post a brand new video. If you watch this video until the very end, put the cute little high heel emoji in the comment section. I absolutely love to see it. Take care.